Welcome to Sundays with Rev Jenn. This is episode 5, and today we're going to work on the power of the pause. I want to start this a little differently today because this isn't just something I'm teaching, this is something I've lived. And it's something I see over and over and over again, not just in my clients, but in people who are doing their very best and still feel like they're falling or failing or just not keeping up. I had a conversation with a student and also a client this week, and she was talking, and I want you to listen to this, not as her story, but as something you might recognize in yourself. That place where you're trying to do the right thing, but nothing feels like it's working, where you're holding everything together, trying not to react, trying to show up, trying to be responsible. And at the same time, you're exhausted. She said to me, I paused because I didn't want to react. But now that I've slowed down, my mind is racing, telling me everything I'm behind on. I told her I want you to hear something, and I want all of you to hear this too. You didn't do something wrong. What we're doing here is hitting and understanding the pattern. I want you to check in with yourself right now. Have you ever slowed down and instead of feeling relief, your mind got louder? You started listening to everything you're not doing, everything you're behind on, everything that could go wrong. Because when I listened to her, this is what I heard. And I want you to see it and see if this actually fits you too. You felt pressure, financial pressure, emotional pressure, responsibility. So you went into doing, staying busy, helping, showing up, giving, putting that mask on, trying to feel some kind of control. And if you're honest, have you done that? Kept moving. Not because you felt clear, but because stopping actually felt worse. But there was no real return. No stability, no structure, just constant output. So the pressure didn't go anywhere. And now your body is starting to talk. It's tired. It's heavy. It's overwhelmed. This is where I want you to really be honest with yourself. Did you listen or did you just push through? Because most of us, when we've taught ourselves over years and years of feeling overwhelmed or just get over it, or hearing society or our own family telling us they didn't care, suck it up, buttercup, we've been taught to ignore it, to keep going, to be strong, to hold it together. But this only works for so long until your body finally says no. And when that happens, it feels like a shutdown. Confusion. I can't move. I don't even know where to start, might be some of the thoughts you catch yourself having. And then your mind tries to control it again. I'm behind. I don't have time for this. I need to do something right now. I want you to notice this because this is the cycle. This is the pattern. And it might not look exactly like hers, but it does feel familiar, doesn't it? This is the part most people miss. This moment, the pause. This is not failure. This is interruption. And I want you to sit with that, because if you've ever told yourself, if I slow down, everything will fall apart, especially to all my fixers out there or control freaks, where did you learn that from? Because if we zoom out for a second, this moment has always existed. Before clarity, there is stillness. Before direction, there is pause. As an ordained minister, this was something I observed even within Jesus. Jesus withdraws before he steps in to propose. Throughout my studies, I even saw this with the Buddha. He sits before he sees clearly. Muhammad also retreats before revelation. And I want you to hear this differently, not as history, but as a mirror. What if the pause you're in right now is not you failing or falling behind, but you being pulled into something you've been too busy to face? Because we're all in the same boat here. We've all been conditioned to believe, if I'm not moving, I'm failing. If I'm not producing, I'm behind. But your body does not work that way. Your nervous system will carry you as long as it can until it can't. And then it will stop you. I witnessed this in my own life. I got to a point where I could literally not get out of bed anymore, no matter how hard I tried to override it. It's not here to punish you. It's here to protect you. So let me ask you this, and don't answer this quickly. Really sit with it, even if you need to pause this for a second. When was the last time your body tried to slow you down and you ignored it? And what did it take for you to finally stop? Because there was a moment in my life, like I just was telling you, where I didn't listen either. Pushing actually felt responsible. Holding everything together felt normal, until my body made the decision for me. I had to sit in the questions I had been avoiding for a very long time. The main question I had to look at was, who takes care of me? And I want you to feel into that, not as a question, but as yours. What is your question, even if it's different? Even if it's not who takes care of me? What is your question? Because when you're the one everyone else relies on, your body, your whole identity builds on not stopping. But I want to remind you of something. That identity comes with a cost. And as this is where things begin to shift, not when you push harder, but when you finally see, I can't keep abandoning myself just to keep everyone else going. So when I looked at someone in this space, and maybe when you look at yourself in this space, you might see, or you might not see, the shutdown. But I see awakening here. Your body is not betraying you. And you need to say that out loud. My body is not betraying me. It's interrupting a pattern that is no longer sustainable for me. Say it. My body is not betraying me. It's interrupting a pattern that is no longer sustainable for me. And I know your mind is still talking. Bah, 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 bah. You don't have time. There's too much at stake. You need to do something right now. But what if the real shift is this? You don't need to do more. You need to do differently. Not from pressure, not from fear, not from survival, from awareness, from regulation, from truth. And I want you to acknowledge something because this matters more than people realize. If you've been in this space and you've said it out loud, or even just admitted it to yourself right now, that's where it starts. Not when everything is fixed, but when you stop carrying it alone. So I'm going to leave you with this, and I want you to actually sit with it. If this pause is not your body shutting you down, but it's actually waking you up, what is it asking you to finally see that you've been too busy to look at? Thank you for being here, and I look forward to sitting with you next Sunday.